What is up, everybody? It is good to get back in the studio today to check out how well the brand new plugins from Noise Engineering are working on the brand new Apple M1 Mac Mini. And I guess it's not as brand new anymore. I mean, it's been out for almost half a year or maybe a little more, but I'm still putting the machine through its paces. I'm still checking out how some of my old favorite software and some of my new favorite software, I would put this in the category of brand new favorite software from Noise Engineering, works on the new machine. It is so new, it's not even out yet. And that's what's really cool about getting to check this stuff out. All you have to do is sign up for their customer portal, make an account, and then you're able to download these plugins. And I'll include a link to that website in the description of the video so that you can go check this out for yourselves. What I've got to say is that, I mean, in my, experience that I've had with this so far, and as I'll show you today, it's been just silky smooth as, expected, as everything else I've tried out. It's not only been silky smooth, but these instruments, these sounds are so cool. They are very, very, high quality. They're very interesting. They're just, full of possibilities, even though the interface looks very, very simple. So for starters, just to demo the Sync Varior. For starters, the plain mode, if you just sort of play this sound across the keyboard, the volume is extremely consistent no matter what notes you're playing, and so the quality of the sounds is just really, really awesome. The MIDI and config can be configured so that you can achieve polyphony, so that you can do monophonic, whatever you want to do. I have mine right now set to monophonic, and you can also completely reconfigure the graphics so you can change colors. And my favorite graphics feature is this fire setting, which adds tracers to basically everything in the application, which makes it really, really cool, especially for the waveform visualization. I'll just put it on the blue and show you as I twirl this or change this tone knob. That is not only changing the sound, obviously, but changing the scope down below, which is really super cool. And I mean, there's not much to the interface, and in terms of how it works, it's very, very simple. If you understand synthesizers, you understand this is an oscillator. This has also got an envelope built into it and an amplifier built into it, so it has filtering capabilities right here. You can mix in the filter to however much you want, and then you can choose what sort of setting you want in terms of low pass, band pass, whatever. I'm going to choose to kind of hear a lot of what's going on, just me personally. Now I'm going to turn on also this Distortion plugin, which is really dope, called Ruina. And just listen to what, I'm just going to put a little bit of dirt with the tone knob. So starting at a sine wave, then I'm just going to add a little bit of triangle to it, just to put a touch of dirt on it. So it's a little bit interesting. It's not very, it could stand to get a lot more interesting is my point. It's at a starting point of its interesting journey. And just hitting this switch, and I went ahead and saved this as a preset because I really love this as a sound. Just hitting this switch right now, watch how much this changes the sound. Yeah, that's really cool sounding. And there's obviously so many controls in here that you can use to, introduce phasing or stereo effects. There's folding, there's overdrive, saturation. I mean, basically this is a distortion plugin on all sorts of PEDs, all sorts of performance enhancing drugs, all the good ones. It's really cool. It's really awesome, this particular plugin. And obviously it has all the same controls in terms of configuration and the tracers and fire tracers and all that sort of stuff. So that's where the sound started. Oh, really cool. Now, what we're going to check out is the Vert Varior. And this is, I would say, very similar in terms of how it sounds compared to the Sync Varior. It's probably got some more saw-type sounds and different types of sounds other than the Sync Varior. So it does have... It's got saturators built into it, noise built into it, same sort of controls in terms of envelope and amplification, filtering. There's a chorus, so that's obviously with a bit of chorusing added. I'm not sure if the Sync Varior, yeah, it does have a chorus as well. So very similar in terms of setup, but slightly different modes, right? This has a bass, saw, and harm mode, whereas the Sync Varior has a plain noise and super mode. So let's see how the Ruina sounds on top of this one. Oh yeah, all sorts of chaos. And so, these instruments are just super inspiring. The sounds coming out of these things are just nuts. And as you can see, they work really well. There's absolutely no problem so far. I've just been, experimenting with them, kind of learning the controls, learning some of the different sounds I can get, the way you can save presets and things like that. I haven't really played around with too much of the randomize, but there's all sorts of features in these things that you can obviously dig into, and I can't wait to continue to dig into these instruments even more. Until next time.